Valient Air Command headquarters, the TICO Airshow. It's March 15th, 2014, and it's a big day for air show and airplanes. The Valient Air Command has beautiful 3 hangars, beautiful museums, and today is their yearly air show. So we're wandering around the ramp and looking at airplanes and just taking in the beautiful sunny Florida day, March day. That's an OV-10 Bronco right there. Old reconnaissance plane. Around here to the P-80 Shooting Star, early, could be a, this one's the F-80 Shooting Star, yep. It's early fighter plane, no swept wings, coming around to the T-2 Buckeye. T-2 Buckeye, a trainer plane, jet, carrier trainer. And the basic trainer, the T-34C with the turbine engine. The A and the B had a piston engine. And then there's this English electric Canberra here, which was modified by NASA, I've been told, for high altitude training missions. The fellow over there on the ramp says he did a bunch of taking pictures with that thing over unfriendly territory in Vietnam. This Messerschmitt here, 208, is kind of rare. Weren't used much in the war. And then we have another Navy aircraft over here. I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of the early jets, early Navy jets. Okay, this is an F-9F Panther next to an A-4 Skyhawk, which was early attack aircraft. Flew off the carrier, carried bombs, dropped bombs. Corral, looks like we have either a torpedo bomber or a dive bomber, George Bush Special over there, number 28. And then another one right next to it. And then over here we have a Fairchild flying boxcar that they're restoring. And we come around, you see the MiG-15, first Russian jet fighter used in Korea. Over here we have an F-14 Tomcat, carrier fighter jet. Decommissioned them all about 3 or 4 years ago. Very powerful airplane. Carried 9 missiles underneath there. Shoot down other nasty airplanes. And over here we have an F-16 from the Vermont Air Guard. It's been decommissioned. Just going to swing around through the field here once again and wander over to the tents and just kind of narrate as we go here, so I can throw some video up on YouTube. Looks like we got some helicopters behind us over here. Wander over there. All sorts of cool stuff if you're into airplane flying and warbirds and all that good stuff. So, looks like we got a C-46 Commando, twin-engine propeller bird back there. So, the heavy hauler next to the DC-3, it was the big-time cargo plane and jump plane in World War II, C-46 Commando. And right here in front of us we have a CH-46 Sea Knight, Boeing tandem rotor helicopter from the early 60s. They used on the carriers to pick up downed airmen and people in the water and transfer people between ships. little bit smaller than the CH-47 Chinook, which has 4 wheels instead of 3. And behind the Sea Knight we have, it's like a couple of Hueys. The air cav in Vietnam. If you've seen Apocalypse Now, you've seen the Huey. This transports about 10 or 12 soldiers. Took them in and out of battle. Like a Cobra gunship flying back there making all that noise. Huey. Many Hueys were built. They're still a workhorse today. Bell helicopter makes the commercial version. It's in use all over the world still. Here we have a not so common little aircraft that was a rescue plane on the carriers early. It used one of the old surplus air-cooled radial piston engines, the Wright 1300, about 900 horsepower. And it was right behind these front doors in the nose here. You open those little levers there, and right behind you is the big engine. And you can see these vents around the cooling air outlets. That's where the air came out from the back of the engine. And you can really see it in there, that big dark thing in there. And these were used for a while. They were trying to use up the surplus engines they had made for World War II, and they didn't want to just throw them away, so they built this helicopter around them, and they worked well. Pilots sat up on top there, and then looks like they held about half a dozen people or so underneath. Blades folded for use on the carrier, and kind of cool for its day. There's the Cobra gunship back there again, spinning around. And now here we have a good picture of the C-46 Commando. This is a Curtiss airplane. It looks a lot like a DC-3, but it's got more power and it can haul a much bigger load. They still use them in Canada, northern Canada, to haul stuff around. If you've ever seen the movie Ice Pilots, you've seen the C-46 Commando. They have some DC-3s too. What a pain in the rear it is running these old piston engines in the dead of winter in the cold. But they do it. They do it. It's quite the old bird. We should go into the C-46 and see it. I wonder if we can wander up there and look at it. Let's go see if we can take a look. It looks like it's mostly empty. An old cargo plane is going to be mostly empty. It's a lot higher off the ground than the old DC-3. We didn't need a ladder to get in the DC-3. They do in this one. Big wheels. And we have some carnival rides for those little kids and people who get bored with airplanes. Alright, we're going to log off this one and, oh, wait. There's a DC-3 right there. There's a DC-3 right there. You see that guy crawling in there? He doesn't need a big ladder. He just needs a couple of steps. So there you go. You got the Commando, you got the DC-3, the two big twin-engine cargo planes, and jump. parachute jump planes they used in World War II. World War II, looks like. I'm not sure what this little biplane is. This must be an early Navy biplane. 30s? 1930s era maybe. It's pretty. Nice paint job, nicely restored. Alright, and it looks like we got a couple of Sukhois coming in that we're doing some acrobatics up there. Something different about them. They're modified or what? They got long legs.
How they took down the barrier.
Couple of jumpers, jumpers, all decked out in their suits. I think they're going to do a jump for us today. That'd be awesome. And just a quick look down the row of food and refreshment. I guess we'll log off now and call this clip done.